Welcome to Unit 206, Accepting and Rejecting Suggestions. Keep the discussion constructive while guiding the group toward a workable decision. In this lesson, we will build a practical phrase bank, study the tone behind the language, and practice with original meeting examples. The goal is not only to sound correct. The goal is to sound calm, clear, and easy to follow in a real discussion. Here is the roadmap for this lesson on accepting and rejecting suggestions. Goal 1. Accept suggestions in a clear, natural way. Goal 2. Reject ideas without sounding abrupt. Goal 3. Partially accept and add conditions when needed. Goal 4. Redirect the discussion toward a better option. We will move from form to meaning, to scenario work, and then to guided practice, so the language becomes easier to use under pressure. This skill matters because meetings are not only about ideas, they are also about clarity, pace, and working relationships. It protects trust. People stay engaged when their ideas are treated with respect, even when the answer is no. It improves decisions. A balanced response helps the team compare ideas instead of defending egos. It saves time. Clear acceptance or rejection reduces vague discussion and makes next steps easier. The comparison on this slide shows the main principle. Professional language keeps the meaning clear, but it removes unnecessary friction. This map gives you a fast way to choose the right response. Say yes clearly. Use direct but professional language when the suggestion is useful and realistic. Say no carefully. Acknowledge the idea first, then explain the concern without sounding personal. Offer next option. Do not stop at rejection. Move the team toward a better path. A useful habit is to notice the stage of the discussion first and then choose language that helps the group move to the next step. Accepting directly is useful when used this, when a suggestion is strong and you are ready to support it. The structure is, that sounds good. I think that is worth trying. Here are two original examples, that sounds good. Let's move ahead with the pilot. I think that is worth trying, especially for the first quarter. A clear yes creates momentum and reduces hesitation in the room. Accepting with a condition is useful when used this, when you like the idea but only under certain limits. The structure is, yes, as long as. I'm happy with that if. Here are two original examples. Yes, as long as we keep the budget under control. I'm happy with that if we test it with a small group first. A condition makes the acceptance realistic instead of vague. Rejecting gently is useful when used this, when you need to disagree without damaging the tone. The structure is, I can see the point but I'm not sure that would work. Here are two original examples. I can see the point, but I'm not sure that timeline is realistic. I'm not sure that would work for our current clients. Start with recognition before you state the problem. Rejecting with a reason is useful when used this, when the team needs to understand why the idea is not right. The structure is good idea but I can see a couple of issues. The challenge is that here are two original examples. Good idea, but I can see a couple of issues with capacity. The challenge is that we still do not have enough data. A brief reason sounds more professional than a flat no. Rejecting and redirecting is useful when used this, when you want to move from a weak idea to a stronger one. The structure is, maybe not that route. What if we? I would leave that aside for now, and here are two original examples. Maybe not that route. What if we run a smaller launch first? I would leave that aside for now and focus on the renewal campaign. The best rejection often comes with a better alternative. Now we will look at 4 common mistakes. Point 1. Avoid no. That is a bad idea. Instead, I can see the idea, but I am not sure it fits our priorities. Point 2. Avoid maybe. We will see. Instead, I am open to that, as long as we agree the scope first. Point 3. Avoid that will not work. Instead, I do not think it would work because the resource gap is still too large. Point 4. Avoid no clear next move after rejecting. Instead, reject, explain briefly and redirect to the next workable option. These corrections matter because small wording choices change whether your English sounds natural and professional. Let us move into a realistic meeting situation. A product team is choosing how to launch a new customer support package. The goal is to pick one workable approach before the end of the meeting. The challenge is to compare ideas without creating tension across teams. The people in the discussion are Nadia, Evan, Ria, Marcus. They need to respond to suggestions clearly, reject weak options carefully, and land on a stronger direction. Listen for how each speaker manages the conversation. Nadia says, one option would be to launch the full package in every region at the same time. Evan says, I can see the appeal, but I'm not sure we have the staffing for that. Ria says, that makes sense. I would be happy with the pilot if we limit it to 2 regions. Marcus says, agreed. Let's go with the pilot and review the data after 30 days. The team accepts useful points, rejects one risk, adds a condition, and reaches a shared decision. A strong meeting response often follows a simple formula. Start with acknowledge, then position, then reason, and end with redirect. Model example. I can see why that sounds attractive, but I'm not sure it works with our current staffing. The main risk is execution. What if we start with 2 regions first and review the results after 1 month? Accept the person before you challenge the idea. A short reason and a next step make rejection easier to hear. This is the first speaking practice. Pause here and turn each cue into a full sentence. Try to vary the pattern instead of repeating the same phrase every time. Prompt 1. Accept a pilot project with a budget condition. Prompt 2. Reject a proposal to launch in every market at once. Prompt 3. Partially accept a suggestion to change vendors. Prompt 4. Redirect the group toward a smaller first step. Here are sample answers. Sample 1. I am happy with the pilot as long as we cap the spend for phase 1. Sample 2. I can see the logic, but I am not sure launching everywhere at once is realistic. Sample 3. That could work, but only if we review service quality first. Sample 4. Maybe not the full rollout yet. What if we start with one smaller segment? A professional response usually includes a stance, a reason, and a next step. This second practice checks control and accuracy. Rewrite each line so it sounds more natural, more professional, or more precise. Line 1. No, that is wrong. Line 2. Fine, whatever you want. Line 3. I do not like it. Line 4. That is not possible. Next. Here are the improved versions. Correction 1. I can see the idea, but I do not think it is the right fit for this stage. Correction 2. That sounds reasonable to me, as long as we stay within the current scope. Correction 3. I am not convinced yet. Could we look at the risk first? Correction 4. I do not think that route will work. What if we try a smaller version instead? Key takeaway. Accept clearly, reject carefully, and whenever possible, redirect the team toward a better option.